Hello and welcome. Today we are doing Unit 2, mini lesson number 4, dividing decimals. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over and we're going to write E number 6. This is your entry 6. So go ahead and take a moment to do that. And what we're going to be doing today, if we look at our learning targets for today are we're going to be dividing decimals. And this is nothing new to you guys. You did this in 6th grade, dividing decimals. The only thing that's going to be different is now we're adding positives and negatives. Okay? So if we look at our first essential question, how can what we learned about multiplying decimals help us with dividing them? So what do you think that is? Here's a little hint. Dun 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 dun. That's right. It's integer man. Integer man is also going to help us divide decimals. Let's now look at our next essential question. How can we divide a decimal number or a whole number by a whole number? So what we're going to do first is we're going to draw our integer man off to the side. And we're going to take a look at number 2. So let's quickly take a look at number 2. First, can someone think which number is going to go inside the house and which number is going to go outside of the house? The number that's going to go outside of the house is always the second number or the last number. So our negative 10 is going to go outside of our house. And then 2.42 is inside of our house. So now we need to think with integer man, what do we think our answer is going to be? So we have a negative and a positive. So if we come over and we look at integer man, we circle our negative and our positive, and we know that we're going to get a negative. So we're going to draw that up here. Then we always bring our decimal up, and now we divide. So we say, does 10 go into 2? No. Does it go into 24? Yes, it goes in 2 times, minus 20. 24 minus 20 is 4. We break down our 2. 10 goes into 42 4 times. We're subtracting 40. 42 minus 40 is 2. Then we add a 0 to the end, bring that down. 10 goes into 20 2 times. So our answer is going to be negative 0.242. Okay, that's a little review. So now, how can we divide a whole number or a decimal by a decimal number? So as we're going through the steps, we're going to work this out with number 1. Okay? So let's write number 1 off to the side. 1.3 divided by negative 2.6. Okay? And just as a review, our divisor is outside because it needs a visor. And our dividend is on the inside because it's at the end. Okay? So, which number is going to go in the house? That's right, it's 1.3. So let's go ahead and do that. And the number that's going to go outside? Negative 2.6. Okay? Let's look at our first step. Our first step says move the decimal in the divisor to the right until it forms a whole number. So move the decimal in the divisor. The divisor is what number? It's the number on the outside. So we're going to move it to the right until it becomes a whole number. So we move it 1 to the right. So now we have 26, negative 26. Move the decimal in the dividend the same number of places to the right. So now you have to move the number in the dividend the same places to the right. Okay? Now, using integer man, let's draw our integer man one more time. Using integer man, tell me, is this going to be, our answer, is it going to be positive or negative? So we come over and we see we have a negative and a positive. We have a negative and a positive, so our answer is going to be negative. Okay? We're going to go ahead and move our decimal up. Now we just simply divide. Does 26 go into 13? No. Move the decimal here. We add a 0. Does 26 go into 130? I don't know. So maybe we might have to work that out. So let's work it out down here. 26. Let's take 26 times 5. Let's see if that works. 26 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 0, carry my 3. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 130. So yes, 26 goes into 130 5 times. We subtract 130, and we get 0. Okay? So our answer is negative 0.5. Okay? Just to recap, let's recap what we learned. Just to recap. You learned that you can divide decimals positive or negative. Okay, we'll check that off. You haven't learned yet solve real-world problems involving decimals. You'll do that in your practice with me. Let's review our steps. First, you move the decimal and the divisor to the right until it forms a whole number. Then you move the decimal and the dividend the same number of places to the right. And then you just simply divide as you would with integers. Make sure that you're using integer man to know if your answer is going to be positive or negative. And you got it. Thanks for tuning in to our Unit 2 mini lesson number 4.